Hey and
We're in the load
welcome
screen.
back to a new round of Spec Global Series Tier 1. We are here at round 13 here in Bahrain. My name is R13, and some people may know me as YWR Pro 22, but I'm not here alone. I got a co-commentator here, of course.
Yes, my name is Racer X, and I am going to be commentating along with Piaria. Well, originally it was supposed to be PK, but apparently he's having some technical difficulties, so I'll be filling in for him for tonight's race. But yes, today we are racing at the Bahrain International Circuit in Sakura, Bahrain. Probably one of the toughest tracks in terms of tire dig. It's you're gonna have a massive tire dig. It's a 3.3 mile circuit, almost as long as the Shanghai International Circuit. You got 15 corners, 7 to the left, 8 to the right. There are 3 DRS zones out of turns 15, 4, and turn 10. So it's gonna be a lot of overtaking, but also a lot of like playing the strategy once we go along with the race.
Yeah, of course, as I mentioned the tires here. Mostly guys will pick medium hard or hard medium, but there is a possibility for a 2-stop too, and then it will be probably soft medium medium.
Yeah, I probably would agree with you on that. Well, if you're gonna go with the best strategy for me, would go with the medium strategy because you'll last longer. You'll at least be on pace. At least you'll last at least probably about 10 or 11 laps on the mediums, and then you can last obviously the entire race on the hards, and it won't affect you that much.
Just trying to see which car is first out on track. Is it Gaming Wafer? Yeah, it's Gaming Wafer.
Yeah, it's Gaming Wafer, I think.
Yeah, we can take a quick look at the driver standings. We can see that Gaming Burger is in the top with 155 points. Only 4 points behind is Chen Game Wow, and then behind there again with 9 points from Game Wow, it's Gaming Wafer. So it's a really close fight here for the title. And yeah, do you have any predictions for the qualifying here today?
Well, the thing is that it was a close qualifying session from last week in Canada. But I think the McLarens are looking really good. I think I'm gonna go with Gaming Burger as my pole sitter. Second will be well, that's an interesting line there. Gaming Wafer to take off the signs on my part. But anyways, sorry. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So second, I'm gonna go with Champion Wow, and third, I'll go with his teammate Young Lights, Gaming Burger's teammate Young Lights.
Yeah, I remember from America or USA watching that the McLarens are really strong here today. So I think I'm gonna go with Gaming Burger for pole, Gaming Wafer for second, and maybe third. I think Banana Cake Pie.
Okay. Speaking of Banana Cake Pie, how about we follow along with him since Game Wafer's in the pit? So this is Banana Cake Pie going down the front stretch. It's about 622 meters before you get to the hard braking zone of turn 1, which is you go hard right turn, and then you go into turn 2. It's a little bit of a kink there, and then you go into the second DRS zone out of turn 3. This is the second DRS zone, and now we go into turn 4, hard right turn, and then we go at the end of the second section where we get into the downhill part of the S section. Now, this is a bit of a technical section. Don't want to get outside of that curve right there. Otherwise, you could risk losing your time. Now we go into turn 9. You want to make sure you get a good exit. Don't lose that back end. Now we go into the downhill part of turn 10. This is the trickiest area. You have to go hard into the brakes and try to get good exits as much as you can. Now we go into the third DRS zone. Into turn 11 and 12. It's an uphill crest before you get into turn 13, where it's a bit of a killer because if you go on the inside curve, you could have a chance of spinning the car. Now we go to the end of the second sector into turn 14, which you will go down the straight a little bit for about nearly 500 meters. And then finally we get to the final quarter of turn 15. That you don't want right there. You don't want to really hit that bump there on the inside. You lose a little bit of time, but mainly just get a good exit as much as you can. And Banana goes across the line with a 129.6 on the hard tires to start off.
Gaming Burger goes faster, 128.5 on hard tires. Then it's a Stonewall in 130. So Russo, Zero in third, Alcatraz in fourth. I feel we can see that the times here are going on hard, and I think they're starting with a hard time, or time with a hard tires, and then after that they maybe take at least one try with a medium, maybe two.
Yeah, I mean, what I would normally do, since this is more of a track that has like a high tire dig, in qualifying, I would put like, for me, I would put like 6.5, maybe 7 laps of fuel. Then you could do at least 2 or 3 laps on the hards, followed by some cooldown laps, and at least if you keep doing that, you will get faster times.
Yeah.
Right now, your top 7 right now is Fury SF is going to cross the line with a 131.5 on the harder compound tires.
But look at Dr. Dre 3000 on the soft tires though. Going into 6th, then we got Chain Game Wow also going down to the last corner now. He got the hard tires, maybe one of the favorites here today, and one of the drivers who can take the drive title going into 128.6.
Close, 128.6, nearly over a tenth off of Gaming Burger.
Yeah.
So far, my top 2 are kind of coming true a little bit, because right now I got Chain Game Wow in second and Game Burger first.
Yeah. Go also take a quick look at the constructor standings. We can see that Red Bull is leading with 226 points. Then we got McLaren in 189 points. Only 9 points behind them is Toro Rosso in third. Then we got Racing Point, Williams with 96 points, Alfa Romeo with 80, Ferrari with 59 points. Then we got Haas in 8, and Mercedes and Renault. So here it's still like in the top 3 teams, they're still close. Only 46 points separating them.
That's going to be a tough fight in the constructors, as we're pretty much nearly over halfway point of the season.
Yeah.
So right now, I think Strauss just won another lap. I think it was 129.3 on that last lap he did on the hards. There's a Red Bull coming towards the line. I think that's Dr. Dre. Oh, he's going to the pits. So next one is, I was going to say Tal is next, but his lap is invalidated, so he imported it. So never mind that. Chain Gang Wow looks like Chain Gang Wow is about to do his next lap, since he was doing a cooldown, it looks like.
Well,
sorry for interrupting you there.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Iceman now going into the tricky corner here now. He's on a hot lap on the hard tires.
He's one of the few yet to run on the hard tires as well in the Racing Point. Also probably one of the more, I think he's probably close to being right up to like one of the more consistent drivers. Not like the quickest, but he's like, what I've seen from him is probably one of the more consistent kind of drivers. I saw on my screen he flashed a second from sector, but I think that was a glitch.
So that's Mr. Younglight is commentating Bahrain, not my best circuit. And another question here: any assists allowed in this league? I think you can answer that better than me, because I don't know.
Yes, there are assists allowed. Pretty much, except for the pit limiter, like a pit entry assist and pit exit, and of course braking assist. But other than that, yeah, there are assists allowed.
You see that Younglight has just started his hot lap. He's on the medium tires too. You see that right now there are 2 times set with mediums. Those are Ascuna Matata in 6th and Vitad in 3rd on mediums. Except from that, there are some soft or only 1 soft time, and mostly times on the hard tires.
Chain Gang Wow is about to come across the line, and he is just so close to Gaming Burger. Only 31,000 of a second slower. Something's going on in the sector too, with the Williams, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Vitad letting drivers past, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Well, hopefully. Oh, Christopher just left the session.
Oh.
Wow. Hopefully he comes back soon before the race starts. But anyways, Kuda is the next one to cross the line. I think he's gonna. Oh, he's going to. It's no, he aborted his lap. What about his teammate though, Strauss? What will he do? I think there's a racing point in front of him as well with Iceman, and he's going to the pits. Strauss does not. Let's see what he does. Fourth fastest, 129.2. So a good lap there from Alpha Romeo. So Alpha right now is pretty much 411, but Strauss right now in the top 5.
It says Banana Cake Bike is guessing that he will get P7 here today. Another comment, thanks guys, keep up the good work. I'm entitled to Ps for Pacific. Well, thank you.
Hey, anything can happen. I've commentated at least the last 2 races, and I would probably say anything goes, really. Alright, good news is Christopher did just join, so that's good news.
Yeah, you could also see that Gaming Burger just started his lap. I think the chain game was going to start a lap. Also, Game Burger, you get a little bit of tow from one of the Renault, actually. I think not so much, but maybe a little bit. Down into the second sector very soon now. McLaren 1-2 at this time. And Gaming Burger is still on the hard tires, get a purple first sector. Do you have any thoughts on this track?
The thoughts I would say on this track is, like I said before, the tire dig is really high because it's very one part it's technical, but the other parts are the track temperature in this track is very hot. It will average since I'm American, I'm gonna put more to Fahrenheit terms, but in Fahrenheit terms, it's about averagely on Bahrain, it's about nearly over 100 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature. So that also affects the tires as well in terms of the dag, with them being so high. So, yeah, that's mostly why you would see a lot of the drivers go on this alternative strategy.
Yeah. You look at Gaming Burger, then now crossing the line. No,
he's only 71 thousandths of a second slower than his teammate, but his teammate did that on the mediums.
Just fast to say that for us to count Celsius, 100 Fahrenheit is about, I think it's around 35 Celsius maybe. Between 30 and 40 Celsius, something right there.
I think Towel is the next one across the line. Oh, yeah. He goes to... Oh, he's doing it on the softs. What? Okay, that's a bold thing to do, because you're gonna be struggling in that race. The softs in this track are going to last by lap 5. Once lap 5 hits, those tires are officially gone. So, yeah, I don't think that's the right call from Towel, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've heard people, not doing it, but I've heard people talking about a soft hard, but that's not gonna, I don't think that's gonna work here.
No, not even close. You will lose pace immediately.
Yeah, look at a Schooner Matata then. No, he's going to pits. Then it is.
I think Ferry's the next one. Ferry goes 9th fastest with a 129.2.
Then it is Gaming Burger is gonna. I think it's gonna go into pit there. There's an out lap. Who's on the left? Then it's Sayrona. It's now Sayrosna. I mean, we can go to him. He's on a hot lap currently. 10th now, going into the third sector. And third sector is mostly just straight ahead and full speed. Not only 2 corners here, but then.
Oh, you went wide there at the end of the final corner.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Goes into P5.
So just close to chain game while, even though he was on the mediums, but still not a bad lap though. Toro Rosso.
Next car now is who's
Williams.
He's not an out lap or in lap, I think. Then could it be not Alcatraz?
I think it's Ferry. I think it's Ferry, but then there's an Alpha. Ferry
is not an Alpha. I think.
Yeah, but Who's the other alpha? Is that Strauss? Oh, Strauss on an out lap. Oh, Ferry just aborted his lap.
I think I've taken a look at the driver on track, and it looks like the actual next driver is Young Lights in first or second sector now. He's a little bit up and down. See that BK is commentating Texas Gang Assemble. Like,
Texan Gang Assemble. Hey, I got your back though, BK. So, let's see. I think he's just doing. I don't know if he was still out on track for a while, but I think he might be. I think he might have done like a cooldown and then just going. And then, oh, he's got a perfect second sector, so he could have a chance to maybe get Bump Towel off of the pole position.
Let's take a look at Young Lights then on his medium tires going into the last corner now on the main straight, and will he set a new fastest lap? It does look like so.
Oh, so close.
It's real close one.
122. So close. He's just he's just 6/10 down from very lazy towel.
Next car is Strauss, I think. Yeah, it's Strauss.
Yep, that is correct. Yep, Strauss in the mediums this time.
Yeah. Gaming Wafer has not set a time yet, and he's still in the pits.
No, neither has Curving Texas or Christopher. Yeah. And Strauss goes 4th fastest, 125. Hold up there, but oh, never mind. I thought it was a little bit of hold up with a racing.
Oh, Wafer has a qualifying ban. BK is writing.
Oh, he does have a qualifying ban. Oh, yeah, that's right, because there were some incidences that happened in Canada.
Ah, okay. Well, let's take a look at Alcatraz.
That's right. Thank you for the reminder there, BK.
Yeah. Alcatraz then going to the last corner now. He's on the medium tires.
Oh, he lost the back end slightly there at the end of the final turn. Time is 128.3.
Retiring there, and then we got Iceman starting in lap. Is Gaming Berg on the top lap? Who's next car then?
I think that's a McLaren. It's Young Light. Oh, Young Light's aborted his lap. So, what about, who's the Renault? Is that Stone? Yeah, it's Stone. He's on that lap as well. There's another Ferrari. It's Curving Texas. Oh, he's starting a lap now, so he's finally getting started now, and he's doing it on the mediums. Berger's about to get started as well, but I think we might see Iceman. I think Iceman's the closest right now, or is it one of the alphas? It's one of the alphas. Oh, it's both. It's actually both of them. It's both of them actually. It's Strauss, and he will actually not even close to improve his time. How about Kuda? What does he do? He goes only 9th fastest for now.
Only if you Christopher, I think, is coming for yeah, he's on soft tires. Hasn't set a time yet.
Alright, so he's looking to get pole. He does not get pole. He's only 3/10 down from Towel. So he goes 2nd fastest for now.
I'm going to look at Curving Texas. See that BK says he want to see my man Curving Texas do well tonight. He says. Well, then we can take a look at him in the last sector now. Maybe we're going to get some slipstream from his teammate here also.
Well, that could also help out with his time. Yeah. And now Alcatraz pulls out of the way. XJ Schmidt just went 2nd fastest. Splits Christopher and Towel. Now here comes Curving Texas, and he goes 5th fastest with a 128.2.
Gaming Burger then. What can he get any faster than? And he goes to P2.
He goes 2nd fastest, just ahead of XJ Schmidt by over a 10th.
Banana Cake Pie goes into 5th. Then we got, is it Chain Game? Wow, it is. Can he get any faster time then?
Oh, I think he's close. I think he's got it.
Ooh.
Oh, he was so close. 27-7. Wow.
Vita going to 4th. I got Iconic Q going into P14.
Just 14.
Next car is Schooner Matata.
On the softs.
Can he go fast? Can he go fastest then? No, goes into 10th. I got is it Christopher? No, he's going to pits. Iceman. Only P15.
And then I think Ferry went across the line as well.
Yeah, then
11th fastest.
Yeah, then I think we had the grid.
And Tal decided to abort his lap.
Young Light also says that he lost 2/10 in 3rd sector. So he could have been a little bit faster maybe. Banana Cake told you P7. Yeah, you got it. He can see the future.
Hey, to be fair though, I probably would say that's my average qualifying position as well in some races, depending on like who I'm racing against.
Yeah. Do you want to take us through the qualifying result?
Sure. So, your pole sitter is the very lazy towel on the soft tires on pole position for the Mercedes. Jang Wow in 2nd. On the mediums, Gaming Burger also on the mediums in 3rd. VTOD in 4th. Did it on the softs. S.J. Schmidt in 5th, and Christopher Ferrick, another soft runner, in 6th. Banana K-Pie in 7th, and Young Lights in 8th. Curving Texas in 9th, along with a Schooner Matata, another soft runner, in 10th. Ferry SF in 11th, and NBC Alcatraz in 12th. Strauss in 13th. Zeros in 14th. Stone Towel in 15th. Iceman in 16th. Iconic Q in 17th. Kuda in 18th, Dr. Dre in 19th, and then Gaming Wafer, who had a quality ban, does not set a qualifying time, and we'll start back at the grid.
We can see that by top 14, only 8/10 separate them. Damn. It's close.
It's gonna be close, but I think this is gonna be it's gonna be one hell of a race, that's for sure. So like I've said, the last 2 races I've done this, it has not disappointed me at all. These races has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but when the drivers have picked their setup done and gotten their structure ready, I think you will be ready to take us through the lap.
Yeah, so yeah, very much. But yeah, the thing about this track, like following up the the racing too, like this track is probably one of the top 5 in terms of like overtaking out of like any of the circuits on the F1 calendar. Averages about 46 overtakes per race almost. So it's like one of the hot spots if you want to watch a race that involves in a lot of overtaking.
See that we can quick take the prediction from BK. Chain Gammy in P1, P2 is Burger, P3 is Schmidt. Wafer for drivers today is his prediction.
I think that's a pretty good that's a pretty good prediction. But what do you think will be your prediction, Yaria?
I am going for Gaming Burger, Chain Game Wow, and Young Lights.
I think I'm gonna follow up what the comment section said last. I think he's correct. I think the game is broken. Of course, because Codemasters is the most brilliant gaming developer in all of the universe.
Yeah, it's a glitch that if it's 1 second left and right from switching to 1 to 0 of the countdown, if the last person or someone press red, then the lobby glitches. So we have to set the lobby up, or someone has to set up a new lobby.
Yeah. So, anyways, I want to do my prediction now. So, for my prediction for the race, you know, I think I
think I'm just gonna take a picture of the qualifying results so we can send it to those who's setting up a new lobby.
Good idea. I think we're going to be setting up a new lobby. Well, sorry about that, everyone, with all the technical difficulties going on. Apparently, it's not just the drivers that experience, it's also the almost the commentary. But then Chris Eric got disqualified for parking in a dangerous location, even though it's not his fault. But no, my prediction I'm gonna say is, you know, I feel like this time, I feel like Young Lights maybe get this time because he's had a couple of tough races. The last 2 races I saw in Canada and US. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with actually him finishing in first and Gaming Burger finishing in second. So it'll be a McLaren 1-2, and then in third, I'm gonna go bold and I'm gonna say Banana Cake Pie finishes in third.
Yeah. Well, then I got the picture so they can set up the lobby now. I think it will just
perfect.
take custom grid.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to now. But now the drivers have to remember like the tire compound that they started on too. So yeah, that's another thing they're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that they won't have to. Oh, look who else just joined us in the commentary booth.
Hello.
Hello.
Just a quick question for you guys. Which one are you streaming right now?
I am.
Tiara is.
You are? Yeah. Racer, set up a share play, I'll watch it, and I'll come join you in the commentary booth.
That's fine. I'll take care of that right now then.
Yeah,
Alright, so we got the first time. Alright, so the first time we get a 3-man booth.
And we can also see that, I think it's fun to see that one of the Alfa Romeos is standing in the middle of the grid here.
Alright, okay, I start share play, so I think you should be able to access it.
Let's hope we can.
Well, then it's just wait for a new lobby invite then.
I saw that those guys had a bit of a lobby mishap, so I thought to myself, you know, I just finished my dinner, and I thought to myself, I'm a bit bored.
You know,
so why not?
You know, I was mentioning earlier, I was like, you know, I wasn't supposed to really be here because I was like, you know, I was gonna do the race from Global Tier 2 and then just probably, you know, go back afterwards, just get off afterwards. But nope, here I am, still here.
Yeah, so we're in for a good one, boys.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys never disappoint. I did leave my podium predictions in the live chat, but I reckon today we're going to see Chain Game reclaim the championship lead from Gaming Burger. I don't think that the Flying Dutchman is going to want to stay in second place of that championship much longer. He's been there for 1 week. I don't think he's going to want to stay there again.
But I just came up with something. Now we can really call this a global series. We got one commentator in Australia, one commentator in the USA, and one in Europe. That's what I...
Yeah, I know Europe, North America, we got commentators from all over the globe.
This is a real global series.
Yeah, exactly. Even though, like, right where I'm at, it's like 4 a.m. So yeah, I'm trying to stay awake as much as I can. But hey,
This is what you call commitment.
Gotta take the commitment, exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on.
You had a bit of an unfortunate stinker in Tier 2, so hopefully commentating Tier 1 can cheer you up.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I was so in line to get a podium though. I mean, you were
yeah,
and we both got screwed by our internets.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that P3 back. Hopefully I can, because man, that was unlucky. But enough about the Tier 2 stuff. Leave that one in the past. I believe we're not far out now from the race start. We're just waiting for a couple more people to get in this lobby, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah. We're waiting for one more, and then we'll be ready to go.
So yeah, it was an interesting qualifying session, boys. I believe it was a very lazy Tao on pole today. He was on the soft tyres, wasn't he?
Yep, one of the best on the softs. But let me think. Who was it again? That was in second. Chain Game Wow, right? Yeah. So Chain Game Wow, like the best out of like the medium runners. So he's looking to be more in a prime position right now, especially with him starting in second on the grid.
Yeah, he could be a bit vulnerable off the start on those soft tyres, you know, at the start of the race, especially when... Oh, well, I was going to say especially when you've used them in qualifying, but I suppose that he'll have a fresh set of soft tyres now, so he'll probably feel a little bit better. But, yeah, he could be a little bit vulnerable towards the end of his stint, and we never know. You know, there could be safety cars, it could be anything. It's global tier 1. They say anything can happen, and in this tier, normally does.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was saying too. I mean, like I've only done 2 races so far for Global Tier 1, and I have like been enjoying the racing so far. It's just a lot of action, a lot of battles that go on, and it's just like incredible.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic sight to see when there's good racing going on. Sorry, Pryor, I cut you off there.
No, it's okay. I just say that it's a lot, everything can happen here, and then something I noticed all the time like this. There are so many drivers who got the chance to win here too.
Yeah, exactly. The field is so open. Like, obviously, in the last month and a half, 2 months, it's normally been back and forth between Chain Game and Gaming Burger. But if any of those guys slip up, which in the last couple of weeks they have been, there are some other really fast drivers on this grid who can come through and take the win. And a driver who, you know what, he's starting last, but he's always a threat to win. That's the Gaming Wafer. I think that there's going to be no shortage of overtakes and highlights coming from that Toro Rosso today, because starting from last, he's going to be very, very determined to gain as many positions as possible.
Yeah, exactly, because like he'd start from the back of the grid just because like he got a qualifying ban from multiple incidents that happened in Canada. So it's going to be a big work for him to at least get up the field. But like I said, in Bahrain, it's one of the top 5 circuits to at least get some overtakes. So we're probably going to see a lot of it, maybe from the Toro Rosso driver Gaming Wafer, but we'll see what goes on.
Yeah, he's a very aggressive driver, his Gaming Wafer. If he sees a gap open, he's not going to hesitate to try and take it. So you have to defend hard with Wafer, otherwise you're losing your position. So, you know, we've seen that demonstrated several times this season, where sometimes drivers just get caught a little bit off guard, and all of a sudden Wafer goes from being behind them to being in front of them. And yeah, the Gaming Wafer, we're hyping him up a bit. Hopefully we're not chucking any commentators' curses on him. But yeah, it should be a very interesting race. And yeah, driver of the day, my prediction, because starting at the back, a very quick driver, and I don't see him not finishing in the top 10 tonight.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this. In my personal opinion, I love this night track for a race at the evening, and just spectating them is awesome, and driving them is even more awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this race.
Pariah, I feel like we're some of the only people who actually enjoy Bahrain, because I've been talking to a lot of people throughout the week in like tier 1 and tier 2 and just, you know, other places, and they're all not fans of this track, but I love it.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but it's a good track to drive on. But of course, I think that my favorite track is not like most of my friends are like, how can you like that? And my favorite track is Abu Dhabi. But I don't know why, it's just that starting when it's light or sunset and just ending it with almost nighttime, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful setting, you know, how it's like the sunset. I wish that this Bahrain race did that, you know, like started like late afternoon so the sun was still out, and then by the end of the race, you know, like the sun had set, and that would be cool.
That would be
if
awesome.
It was like a twilight race.
Well, yeah, exactly too. I mean, it was before, it wasn't a nighttime race before. If you remember back in the older time, it used to be a daytime race, and then we used to start, I think, like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock local time there, and now it starts like 6 o'clock local time, and yeah, that's it. But in the nighttime, it just absolutely looks spectacular with all the lights illuminating from the car. It's just absolutely spectacular. It's definitely like, I think it's also like one of the 3, along with Singapore and Abu Dhabi, that run the night. But I think it's the best out of like any of the circuits, that at least for a nighttime race.
Yeah, but now we're also waiting here for the start. Something we can take quick. We are starting to see more and more of the F1 2020, and I just have to say it looks so awesome. I'm looking so forward to Sandwort, and I hope that we can get a lot of league racing on that track, because like a lot of up and down and blind corners, I think it just looks so awesome.
You know,
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a tricky customer, but you know, like those banked corners as well. That's something that we haven't really seen since Formula One's been in Indianapolis. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's almost like NASCAR bank turns almost. But anyways, what I was going to say, also the other circuit I'm looking forward to, and obviously it's a newer circuit.
Hanoi.
I'm sorry.
Hanoi, the Vietnam track.
Yep, Vietnam. Yes, Vietnam. It's now going to be having now 4 street circuits. Well, 5 technically if you count Albert Park. But yeah, I really like the look of the track. It looks absolutely amazing, and I just cannot wait. And I really cannot wait once they do it in real life as well. It's going to be some good racing, especially with 2 long straights that run for over nearly over a half a mile, maybe over half a mile down the two long straights. So it's going to be really interesting to see how those cars take overtaking in those areas.
Yeah, well, that was the podcast portion of the stream over, guys. We're about to get back on action now.
Exactly.
That was the Formula One podcast there with BK Racer and Pariah, just 3 internationals discussing Formula One. While we're waiting for this lobby to get up and going again, but hopefully now we should be good to go. Bahrain Grand Prix, 29 laps. The normal pitch strategy around here is normally a medium to hard. Do you boys think that we could see any variance in that strategy today?
Yeah, of course, the drivers who qualified on soft, they gotta start on soft, and of course, all inside top 10 have to do that. But outside of top 10, I think we're gonna see maybe some hard medium.
Yeah, we could see that.
I could see that, but I'm gonna see mostly the soft runners are gonna go soft hard, but I think the strategies will stay the same. I think they'll just go mostly 1 stop, or if you're gonna go bowl, maybe 2 stop, but I don't think that's even the right thing to do anyways. But yeah, I'm just looking more at sort of 1 stop.
Yeah, but now that we're closing it to start again, maybe you can take us through the lap when they start and since we didn't get to do it in the last lobby.
Yeah, so I'll run you down the grid, well, this time, since hopefully there'll be no issues here, especially with Codemaster's brilliance. Okay, so now we're getting ready for the formation lap, and okay. Some cars did not go, and somehow VTOD ghosted right behind Shane Game. Wow, but okay. Anyways, here's your order for the race. Very Lazy Towel will start in first with the Mercedes, and Chain Game Wow in the Red Bull in second. Gaming Burger in third. Your points leader currently in the McLaren. VTOD in the Williams in fourth right now. Alongside him will be the Haas of XJ Schmidt. VTOD's teammate Christopher will start in sixth alongside him as the Racing Point of Banana Cake Pie. Young Lights, Burger's teammate, will be in eighth, along with Curving Texas in ninth in the Ferrari. Scooter Matata in the Renault will start in 10th. Alongside him will be XJ's teammate Barry in 11th. Alcatraz in the other Ferrari will start alongside with Strauss in 13th in the Alfa Romeo, and Zeros in 14th. Toro Rosso will have Stone Towel for company in 15th in the Renault. Iceman in 16th at the Racing Point. Alongside him will be Iconic Q in the Mercedes. Kuda will start in 18th in the other Alfa Romeo. Alongside him, Dr. Dre 1000, and then Game & Wafer rounding off the grid, and the Toro Rosso will start from the back of the grid because of a qualifying ban, and that is your round off of the grid.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one, boys. I think we're in store for an intense Bahrain Grand Prix. I'll quickly get a few words in before Fryer takes us away at the lights, as that was his request for this weekend. But yeah, we have some varying strategies today. Some guys in that top 10 on the hards, sorry, not on the hards, on the mediums. Some guys on the softs. And who will be the championship leader walking out of this? Will it be Chain Game? Will it be Gaming Burger? Will both those guys trip over? And could we see the Gaming Wafer maybe slip into the lead? I didn't see the updated point standings, but I believe that's still a possibility. But our drivers now, as related, Strauss is lagged out. So
he's left because of internet issues.
Hopefully he has another invite to get in, because Racer, we know internet issues a little bit too well for our liking. But anyway, our 20 drivers now are about to line up on the grid, and Pariah, take us away.
Yeah, of course, waiting for Gamer for another lost cars to line up here, and then we're gonna race with 5 red lights before going to turn 1 in here in Bahrain. 29 laps around here, and I'm really looking forward to take this with you guys. Now,
Of course, it's about 600. Sorry, it's gonna be good. About 622 meters down the front stretch.
Yeah. Now, okay, take a look at the lazy towel in P1. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. They are out, and we're off to have a nice race here. It looks like a good start from Gaming Burger, maybe. No, it was VTOD I saw. And we see that they're 4 wide into turn. No, it was a glitch. It's a good start from the lazy towel, and a car lagging there.
Glitching.
Yeah, there's some car lagging here. But Lazy Towel getting a good start and a good gap down to Chain Game. I see yellow flags in the back there. That's the Mercedes of
It's Iconic Q. Iconic Q spun around and turned 3.
A horrible start for that Mercedes driver. So there's one Mercedes at the front for you.
It's a Williams
and
go around.
Is that Ferry in the Haas?
It's Christopher.
Oh, no,
I think Christopher. Christopher went
Oh,
around and
he had a
turned
good
4.
start up there.
Josh is joined back, thank goodness, and Young Lights right alongside him is with Banana Cake Pie towards turn 10. He's looking for the switch around into turn 10, going the inside into turn 10. A little bit of contact, banging wheels out of the end of turn 10. Young Lights has got a better exit though. Wheel to wheel already down towards turn 10. Can they make the? And now here comes Zerozook. He's trying to get involved as well. And Young Lights gets ahead of him, but not for long as Banana Cake Pie makes the switcheroo and gets. Oh no! Two cars are out. Two cars are out. Oh, well, one of them is actually Zeros. Zeros is out of this race.
We have a big crash here. Oh my god!
Disaster!
5-car pileup. Oh
well,
my!
And Banana Cake Pie threw a 10-second penalty for causing a collision. Well, actually not causing a collision, but exceeding track limits. But Towel has a 2/10 of a gap ahead of Chain Game Wild. Led the first lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix. But what an interesting start already. And Curving Texas already up into 5th place.
But something we have to take a look at. We have to take a look at Gaming Wafer. Gaming Wafer 10 places up from where he started in 1 lap. That's amazing from Torosso driver. So that's only the start into turn 1 and 2. He almost gained, I think it was 4 or 5 places.
I told you, man. I told you he wasn't going to stay at that top 10 for long. It's taken 1 lap. He's already in there. And I'll be honest, guys, I'm very, very surprised we did not see a safety car there. That first corner crash. So that very first corner, that crash come up there, that cleaned up so many cars. And I think that the stewards are definitely going to have to investigate in that one because that was a nasty crash. And unfortunately, Zero has been an unfortunate victim there as a Gaming Burger right now behind
right on
Texas.
the back of Curving Texas. Remember, DRS is enabled once we get to the 3rd lap.
Yeah, so it'll be after that turn 1, 2, 3 section. That will be the first time the DRS will be activated today. And Gaming Burger, he has lost a few places off the start. His main championship rival Chain Game up in 2nd. He's 4 places behind in P6. We're running on board now with... Who are we running on board with? We're running on board with Curving Texas. No, Jay Schmidt. You changed on me, Racer. You're doing me dirty, dog. But anyway, riding on board with Curving Texas. He is... They're about 1.1 seconds behind Schmidt, so he's not going to get DRS there, but he will fall under fire from your championship leader, the Gaming Burger 36, as where we are right now, this section. This is where we'll send DRS utilised for the first time this evening, as DRS is activated on that McLaren. Can he catch up to the Scooter Ferrari of Curving Texas? I don't think he will, and he doesn't, so he's a little bit too far back. But at the moment, I'll give you a quick rundown. Very Lazy Tail holding P1, Chain Game P2, VTOD 3rd, Jay Schmidt in 4th, and Curving Texas rounds out your top 5.
I mean, the thing is, we also saw Ferry, Young Lights, and Banana Cake Pie got involved in that huge car pileup in turn 13, and they had to go in the pits for a new front wing as well, so they're going to have to try to go to the very end as much as they can at the end of this race. But for now, it's just looking like we got 2 battles going. We got Chain Game Wild Towel and also Gaming Burger and Curving Texas battling it out right now as we speak, along with XJ Schmidt and VTOD, all battling out right now for the top 6. That's Gaming Wafer. Gaming Wafer's up into 9th already after 3 laps. Moved up 11 spots, so he's having himself a great race so far.
Yeah, he was fighting the Reynolds, and then Christopher got back onto him. He was almost on to an overtake on the stone wall, tower, I think, but he locked up real much into turn 4.
Here comes the Red Bull of Shane Game Wild. Does he want to try to get the move done by this Mercedes ahead of him? Does he make the move? No, he's just going to stay behind for now. But it looks like everyone else is staying behind for now. The ones that had DRS and the teammates of Scooter Matata and Stone Towel battling out. Massive lock up there from Stone Towel, but he has to stay behind his teammate for now. We'll see Team Orders in action. I don't know quite yet. But pretty much right now, Scooter Matata is pulling away from him at this moment as we speak.
Yeah, a lot of close battles going on right now. And one thing I've sort of noticed in the last few laps is these drivers aren't really trying to attack each other at the moment. They're sort of just, driving together in pairs. Very lazy Towel as well. I'll give him credit at the moment. He's been able to hold on, or is it more? Or should I more be impressed with Chain Game for being able to keep up? I'm not too sure, but very lazy Towel. He's on the soft tyres. Obviously going to wear a bit quicker Chain Game. Right behind him with DRS, he's going to be a bit too far back again. And one thing I've noticed is really that with the soft compound tyres, Very Lazy Towel is really able to push away in that second sector. But that's on the straights with DRS at Chain Game is getting back into it. So it'll be interesting to see it'll be interesting to see how this battle fares out. So
yeah.
The thing is, I'm sorry to cut you off there.
I just thought that the drivers on the soft though, if they're gonna go soft hard, how long are they gonna switch those soft tires? Do you think?
I would say probably about right now or the next lap is when you are going to feel the effects of those soft tires. Feeling like absolute cement. They are going to be absolutely horrible once we go through the later part of the race. But Chain Game Wild right now not doing anything right now, just staying behind him. He's just pretty much just almost just stalking him really. He's just playing a little bit of mind games, just staying behind him. He's stayed behind by 5/10 throughout the last 3 laps. So it's just pretty much he's just waiting until the very moment to get by Tao. And he's also set a purple first sector along with that as well. So he's got better pace than Tao, as it's showing right now.
We'll just see a fight for P7 here.
I'm still keeping an eye on Chain Game Wow as he's right behind, still behind that Mercedes. He's got DRS still.
He's moved out to the side. No, I think he was just having a little peek there. I thought maybe with the camera angle that we had, Racer, that maybe he was going to try something, but it turns out he wasn't as close as we thought. But yeah, game way for now as well. He's moved up into P8, so an incredible start for the Toro Rosso driver. You wouldn't have even thought that he had a qualifying ban, considering he's already up in the 8th. 12 positions in 5 laps. That is an incredible charge. So be it that there were 5-6 cars playing up. Christopher's out.
He's lost it at the end of turn 13, actually.
Virtual safety car is out, and Vitor's peeling into the pits. And I don't see anyone else following him at the moment. But Vitor, did he start on the soft compound tyre? Is this why he decided to come in now?
Yes, he did. He was one of the soft runners.
Yeah, so he decided to try and, not lose as much time in the pit stop. Would not be surprised at all to see him switch on to the hard compound tyre. But if you look now on our screen, it says he's on the mediums, but we're back now. And there's another car crash. That's Iceman at the same spot, I think it is. Or no, it's Banana Pyre.
I have to break in with some. I have to break in with something. Saros commentating, not blaming anyone for that. So, could it be a racing incident, maybe, that's happened there in the start?
I think when you try to go side by side through that section, sometimes these things just tend to happen, and since it was the first lap, just a lot of cars, unfortunately, get held up in it. We saw, obviously, Ferry, Young Lights, Banana Pie, Alcatraz, and Zero. It's just a lot of cars, unfortunately, their races have been affected heavily, and unfortunately for Zero, he's out of the Grand Prix.
It's just because in that corner it's just so tricky. If you cannot fit 2 or 3 cars in that particular corner, it's not possible at all.
Yeah, I think that both those guys, they just really want to try to get that position, and maybe one of them should have backed out, but they didn't want to be that guy to back out. As Chain Game, he's still keeping a nice gap there on the slower compound of tyre, and it will be interesting to see when Tao comes into the pits. As no, he's not lining it up, but I think in the next couple laps we're going to see it as Gaming Burger. He's gained a few positions. He's overtaken Texas out off camera. Now he's moved up into P3. As Gaming Wafer as well, he's dispatched of both Renault drivers. He's up into 6th. So a lot of the championship contenders here are really putting their way through the field. And it seems like at the moment no one can stop them.
Yeah, it's 14 places up now. Gaming Wafer, he's driving so amazing here today, and he's pitted on or taking the medium hard strategy. It looks like. So I think he is gonna look like he'll be a strong driver here today.
Meanwhile, up at the front, we still got battle for first and second with Chain Game Wow thinking right behind the back of that Mercedes of Very Lazy Tal, still stalking him at the very moment. But I think we'll see what happens once it gets back to the front stretch with another 622 meters down the front straight before we get to turn 1. I'm thinking now is when Chain Game Wow is going to pounce on this Mercedes, because right now I think he's a sitting duck at this point. Especially with those old songs.
He gets so much ERS to use, but he barely uses anything, only on the straights here with the DRS. Then he takes an overtake. Except from that, he barely used anything. So I think that actually Chain Game Wow could be past him many laps ago.
Oh, Tao's trying to cut him off. Out comes Chain Game Wow, makes the move on the inside, and it gets him inside and takes the lead of the Grand Prix.
The Red Bull Racing driver, the Flying Dutchman, he takes the lead. It took him 7 laps to get it done, but he's finally in the lead. And you think about it now with what's just happened. If you're Very Lazy Tao, do you come into the pits for a set of hard compound tyres? Because he, like you said, Racer, he's a bit of a sitting duck at the moment, and I think that maybe his tyres are finally starting to fall off, and I think that maybe he doesn't pit now, and maybe he might lose more time than what he needs to. There's a nice little lock up there. But yeah, when do we think these soft compound runners are going to come to the pits?
They should at least come by now, or they should have gone at least earlier, because these tires are absolutely gone at this point. There's
and
no
look at that. Look at that. Chain Game already 1.2 seconds. He was just sitting there. He was waiting, and now he's using that clean air, and he has pounced.
Smart, strategical, great job by the Red Bull driver. The Flying Dutchman flying out there right now in first place. But he's also away from his rival, Gaming Burger, as he's still right behind in third place. But he probably will soon go into second once Tal goes into the pits. Which will be, I don't know when exactly, but I think he should go in now. Is he good? No, he stays out. Wow. Okay. I gotta give credit where credit is due. At least he's trying to stick with it. That's incredible.
Yeah, he's really pushing hard right now. Pushing hard, pushing long, and let's hope that he doesn't lose too much time here, because it would be absolutely devastating if something were to happen, maybe with tyres. Obviously, we don't know what the wear is at. And one thing I've noticed as well is that it's not only Tao on these old set of softs, it's also both Renault boys. So it'll be interesting to see when those two decide to pit as well. As I believe Kuda on his debut, I believe he just overtook Iconic Q to break into the top 10.
It was Iconic Q overtaking Dr. Dre 3000.
My bad.
No problem. Now Kuda is also right on the back of his teammate Strasp. Of course, Strasp is on hard tires and Kuda is on medium, but it looks like they're holding a good pace, both of them.
I've had a thought about something. Well, I wonder if Tal's trying to go for the undercut on Chain Game Wow, because he's not far off, only 2.4 seconds separate between him and the Red Bull, but he's under pressure from Game Burger as I speak too, but I wonder if he's going to try to go for the undercut. And the question is, will it work?
It could work. It just depends on where he rejoins, I think. If he rejoins in the pack, then it's obviously not going to pay off. But if you get just a little bit of clean air, it might work out for him as he's coming in now.
Gaming Burger threw the dummy there. He thought about going to the pits and when he saw Tal go in the pits, he's like, nope, I'm not going in there. I'm staying out. So he doesn't follow suit, and Tal was fit on the wait. Okay, that was
no,
a glitch.
it was a glitch. He's on the hards.
He's on the hards.
That tricked me too. Don't worry. So the Renault boys are staying out. So I'm very curious to see if they're going to stack. I think this is at the moment it's a poorly negotiated strategy there, but very lazy Tao, he is one that we're going to have to keep an eye on. He has rejoined in a little bit of clean air, just a few seconds behind V Todd, so hopefully he can charge on this undercut attempt, and maybe he can get past Chain Game, as now Chain Game, 3-second lead over his title rival, Game Burger 36.
Take a look at the Young Lights then, going for the overtake on LBC Alcatraz. Oh, going on the inside, and it looks like, no, it doesn't make...
Contact!
Oh, it's a bit of contact, but he makes it. Gets past NBC Alcatraz.
He got in the wars with one Ferrari last week, Young Lights did, when he had that collision with Curving Texas, and now he's getting in the wars again with Alcatraz. As he moves up in the 15th, he unfortunately had that incident right at the start of the race. It looked like he could have been in for a good result, but we're going to have to see. Maybe a safety car could bring him back in this race. As Game Burger, he's gaining it a little bit of time, not too much, it's not really noticeable. But one thing I've realised as well is that Schmitty is currently sitting in the DRS range of Gaming Burger, so we could see a battle between those two in the near future.
Of course, this is also where he finished last week in Canada as well, so he could be in line for another podium finish as well. Not just him, but also the guys in front of him as well. But we will see what goes on throughout the rest of the race.
See that Escuna Matata goes into the pit. That means we got the Stonewall, the other Renault. 10 laps on those soft tires.
That is something else. I am surprised this guy is still on the softs.
Yeah, but because Strasbourg on hard tires can overtake him, so that's a pretty good sign that those soft tires are done now.
Yeah, Strauss, he's caught up to Stone Tower, and the other Alfa Romeo of Kuda, he's going to catch him in the near future. I think this lap has to be the one where Stone Tower decides to peel into the pits. And one thing I just noticed, guys, my current podium prediction is your current top three. I did predict Chain Game to win, I predicted Berger to come second, and I predicted Schmitty to come third. So it's looking good for me at the moment, but we cannot forget about Very Lazy Tao.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true. I only got one correct so far.
Yeah, I don't know. Remember mine.
Alright, so Gaming Burger's going in for the pits now. So he's going for the undercut. XJ Schmidt's going to follow suit as well. So Chain Game is staying out. Kirby Texas takes second place now. Along with Gaming Wafer. Unbelievable drive by this guy so far. 17 spots since he was starting from dead last on the grid because of our qualifying ban. And up into third. That is
We have yellows in Sector 3. I don't know what that was for, but seems like everything's fine now.
We have a bit of a bunched up field in the back, with Dr. Dre and Viton going wheel to wheel at the end of turn 4, or not turn 3, but I just flipped on like the guys from where Game Burger and Schmidt. Game Burger, it looks like he's coming out best though, out of being in the traffic that he's stuck in right now. He's got Iconic Cube Kuda right next to, right in front of him as well.
Got a little train now going from P5 all the way back to P10 here. Some of them are, guys have pitted, some of them not, so very late for the towel. He is 1.6 seconds behind his train. So, yeah, have he lost some time maybe? Or is he stuck behind there?
Alright, when is Chain Game coming in? He's coming into the pits now. But Game Burger's a little bit further away. Oh my goodness, he's just getting, that's gonna cost the undercut. Oh no, Game Burger's
He's going to the back of Kuda!
He went the back of Kuda and he's in the guardrail.
I think that Gaming Burger was just a little bit too eager to, get on the throttle as quickly as he could. It's cost him dearly as Wafer now in the pits. Chain Game is already pit. And one thing I was thinking to myself, are these guys going to rejoin in that pack? I think Chain Game is going to rejoin right in front of it, but Curving Texas, he stays out, and he is going to lead here in the Bahrain Grand Prix, and unfortunately for Gaming Burger, he's already had to make another pit stop, and he's outside the points right now. He's down into P13, and there's a few more drivers come around the final corner as well. So unfortunately for our championship leader, he's going to lose out. He's going to lose out big time.
Yeah, look at Gaming Away for he came out to P9 and he got 4 drivers in front of him who's still gonna take a pit stop. So you can think of him in P5 then, maybe, I think. Yeah, about P5, maybe, it depends.
But he's having himself a great drive so far.
Yeah, he's 25 seconds behind Curving Texas then. Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's about 14.9 seconds ahead of him. But the thing is where is he going to end? Can he if he can get ahead of Chain Game Wow, this will be something else. But I think, well, actually, no, I don't think he can.
He's in now.
Wow. Now he's in the pits. Chain Game Wow is near the final corner. So now in comes the Ferrari of Curving Texas with the hard tires coming on, and here comes Chain Game Wow and retakes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
If he can rejoin ahead of Iconic Q, that would be big for his race, so he doesn't have to try and negotiate through all this traffic. Where's that Ferrari going to come out as Viton?
Oh shit, sector 2, it's Iceman is spun around.
He was already having a rough day, and now Racing Point team down in 17th and 18th, and while this has all been going on, Curving Texas has rejoined in the middle of Very Lazy Towel and the Gaming Wafer, so he's come out in 7th.
Oh!
And side by side there.
S.A. Schmidt just got ahead of Vital's teammate Iconic Q and up to 4th, but wow. But the thing is, the front two have yet, that's in front of him has yet to pit as well. So
no, Vitor has pit. He started on the softs, he's pit for the medium.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
I think
correct.
He's going.
Yeah,
surely he's going for the 2-stop then.
It'd be crazy.
So Vitor, he has to push as hard as he can because I think he's 2-stopping today.
It'd be crazy if he goes for 1-stop. Soft to mediums is a big, bold call if he does.
Well, he's already been on these mediums for 8 laps, racer, so I don't think he's going to be able to get that last one on 15. But it would be absolutely insane.
No, I know, but like that would be crazy if he does.
Oh, Alcatraz's 10-second time penalty there, so up to a bit of no good there. Obviously, a bit of a big corner cut must have happened as Chain Game. He timed his pit stop to perfection. You know, he didn't have to rejoin in all this traffic like his rivals have. As I think that's Iceman in the first sector with the yellow flag out. And what's he doing?
I think he's retiring the car. Or
I have no idea.
What is he doing? He just
He's retired the car. He's retired the car.
No. You can't.
He meant to do it in the pit lane, and his car stopped on track.
No, his car's stuck on the track. No.
If ghosting was off, that could have ended very, very poorly for Iceman. He probably should have taken that one to the pits. But Iceman CS13 out of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Nah, dude, you cannot do that. You cannot. You have to retire in the pits. That's a penalty if you do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about how the rule here in Racepick is, but I know some other league are driving. If you retire on the track, you probably get a few penalty points for that.
Possibly even a qualifying ban. But anyways, pretty much. Strauss is the only one that has yet to pit. He's been stuck on those hards for. Actually, no. Did he pit before?
Strauss, no. He started towards he was sort of down towards the back because he he disconnected early. He's pulled his car into the pit and he's retired in there, so he's demonstrating how to correctly retire from the Grand Prix. But Strauss and Iconic Q, both those guys, they started on the hard compound tyre, both yet to pit, so I think we'll see them in maybe in the next couple laps to try and do like an 11-12 lap stint on those mediums to the very end. And once all this is said and done, I believe it will be Schmitty in second place, and he'll have a bit of a hefty gap to try and catch up to Chain Game if he can even catch up at all.
But I'm just thinking about the gaming ratio because of course Strauss passed the pit, Vito has to pit another time, so that means that gaming ratio is about P5 now actually. After those they have pitted.
Oh dear.
It's an amazing drive.
That isn't good. Is he still in the? Is he still in the lobby?
Who? We're talking about gaming wafer? Can you guys on the stream hear me? What? I just fell out of the lobby. What? I fell out of everything. How's the stream still up? What? I need a lobby invite and no one can invite me. Guys, we're in a little bit, to those who are watching the stream, we're in a little bit situation right now. I do not have an invite to the party either. I gotta send these guys a message just quick. We're so sorry for the technical issues, but oh my god, no, this is not good. No. Oh, let's just do this while waiting. To those who's watching, I'm so sorry, but I don't know what happened. Something is effed up. Racer, come on. There, I got an invite. Hello, guys? Hello? Guys? I can't hear them. Stream
okay,
live is... There, I can hear again, but I fell out of the lobby.
Do you have another invite?
No,
do you have another
that's
invite?
a problem.
Oh, alright,
Oh,
so... Racer is gonna have to do solo comp for the rest of this. It's like about, what, 10 odd laps to go?
Yeah, but
That's about 10 laps to go.
The stream is still up though, so I don't understand anything.
Is it?
Yeah, the stream is going, but I'm not in the lobby, so I'm just a showroom showing them Bahrain.
Well...
And I don't think we're gonna get
then...
we can't get any contact with the drivers, and those are the ones who need to send invites. Oh no.
Yeah, we'll get Racer to start streaming then, and I suppose prior, week in the city, I suppose.
Yeah, nah. He can't have the channel after we stream. Yeah, so I'm just gonna end the stream, or... Yeah, well, we'll probably be back in a few minutes, guys.